So when I first started this channel, if you guys ever see my first video, it's actually me talking to my camera like I am right now in my kitchen. I mentioned that I was going to make a YouTube channel and it was going to be called Gilly Pranks. And now that channel was just going to be fully pranks, nothing else, just going outside and doing social experiments, trying to pick up girls, and doing some stupid stuff outside in public. Walmart videos. I only did one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Along the way, I decided to change the name of the channel to be Gilly Studios. Gilly Studios to me is doing more than just doing pranks. It's just doing stuff with friends, as you've seen, doing challenges. I did one skit. I also did a prank calling video, and I've also done some vlogs. Every time I film something, I feel like it's always a good time, whether it be something stupid or something that makes no sense, like the Just Sock video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I want to talk about something that it's kind of hard for me to talk about, but I think some people need to hear it. Happiness. Depression. Now, probably when you guys see me in video, you're probably thinking I'm super happy, so on and so on. And that's the truth. When I'm filming, I have to show a character that I'm super happy, that everything's gonna be okay. Back in the day when I was younger, around 13 or 14 years old, I was super depressed. And I thought, why not just, end it right there, so on and so on. Along the way, I kind of grew up a little bit more. And I realized there's a little bit more meaning to life than just being sad and depressed. For those who are sad and depressed, think of it this way. There's more to life. You're here for a reason. You have family. You have friends. I'm pretty sure you do. Whether you think you're in a messed up family or whether you think that your friends are fucked up, there's always somebody out there that has a little bit worse. So on and so on and so on. I'm the type of guy where you would see me and I try to be happy, and most of the time I am, because I try to fake it. Some people can actually tell the difference, some people can't tell the difference. For those who can't tell the difference, where I'm actually kind of sad, then I try to be happy. I do it for a reason, and I try not to bring others down with my mood. If I were to bring others down with my mood, the whole world would be depressed. If you were to act depressed and sad the whole time of your life, the whole world would be depressed. Being happy is probably the best feeling in the world, but sometimes it doesn't come that easy. I don't think it's a gift. I don't think it's something that comes natural to people. I think it's something that people actually try to work for happiness. A couple months ago, I was feeling kind of down again, because I felt like I was working too much and I had too much going on in my play, and I felt like I just was in a huge hole. Gladly enough, I kind of stepped it up a little bit, and I'm somewhere else right now where I'm super thankful and I'm super happy, and I feel like it's something new in my life. And I guess that's the key. I asked somebody, how do they keep doing something where they've been doing it for a long time or for quite a while? Simply told me, just switch it up. Change the way you are. Try something new. You can't be afraid to try something new if you've never done it before. Yes, you could definitely be afraid, but if you're afraid, you're never going to try something new. If you don't try something new, you're never going to know what true life is all about. Life to me is special now. I'm only 22 years old, and you're probably thinking, Guillermo, Gilly, what do you know about life? You're only 22 years old. I know what's it like to be super depressed, super sad, and being at the edge. And it's not fun. For those who are at that moment or have been at that moment, well, for those who've actually passed that moment, kudos to you for succeeding and getting over that. For you guys who are actually there right now, it's gonna get better. Trust me. It always does. Even when you think something's going kind of downhill, just always look at the bright side. I've always said that music was always there for me, and that's the truth. Not to say that my friends and family never were. Now, when it comes to my family, I really never talked to them about any serious things about my life, what I'm doing with my life and what I actually do with my life. My friends, I'm very grateful that I have good friends. Not to point anybody out or to say that I have specifically two best friends in my life, because technically all my friends I have right now, or whatever's left of them, I'm super thankful, and I can always talk to them no matter what. Now I'm not gonna mention two names of two people that I always talk to day and night, and I think you know who you are. Very thankful for you guys. Having friends like those are probably the best thing you can have in your life. If you can't feel like you can't talk to your family in a specific way or for a specific topic, because I'm pretty sure your best friend or your best friends are always going to be there for you. I was always told you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. I think differently. I feel like I can choose my family, but I can't choose my friends. If that made sense. If I didn't, I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Not to offend anybody in my family or friends. Another thing that's always been there for me is music. Music for me is probably the biggest thing in my life. Music has been there for me. I can't really explain a time where it hasn't been for me. From the time that I was super depressed, from me getting over it, being a little bit more depressed again, and getting over it again and again and again. I'm very thankful for being exposed to music in a way that I was at a young age, especially the type of music that I listen to today. There was one time in my life where I went to Ecuador, from Ecuador. Parents are from Ecuador, I should say. And when my cousins showed me a band, the band by the name of Linkin Park, where I believe Hybrid Theory kind of came out at the time, or either that or Meteorita, can't pronounce it. After listening to Hybrid Theory, that just changed my whole life forever. And that's when I was introduced to, in general, music for rock. Now, me growing up listening to rock gave me a different insight on life. And not to insult anybody in their music tastes for listening to either country, pop, rap, hip-hop, disco, whatever the case may be, I feel that the music that I listen to, specifically pop punk, is the type of genre that I've always felt for. If it wasn't for Linkin Park, even though they're kind of metal back in the day, super hardcore, heavy, whatever the case may be, it brought me to a stage where I can actually be super thankful for the music that I listen to today. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I've ever would have found one of my favorite bands of all time, Blink-182, and other bands. You know, Story So Far, Real Friends, Neck Deep, Turnover, Yellow Card, New Found Glory, Angels and Airwaves, and so many other bands, like hardcore bands or even metal bands, Title Fight, Hawthorne Heights, Stick to Your Guns, and so many more. Some of the lyrics that the music that the band puts out it's very much impactful, if that makes sense. And like I said before, not to insult anybody on other music tastes, comparing it to what I listen to, I just feel like I have something to relate to. For example, one of the songs by The Story So Far, one of the lyrics is, "Your interest in me is like dust on a shelf." I feel something like that you can't ever find in the music where is aside from my music. And when I say my music, I don't mean it's only my music, I mean it's everybody's music. And that's one thing that's always made me happy and always kind of fight being sad, depressed. Like I said, it's not fun being depressed or sad. And sometimes it's hard to pretend to be happy. But sometimes you just gotta pretend. Even while pretending, I found out that along the way, in the end, I was happy. You know, there's really nothing to be sad about. Yeah, we all go through any types of rejections, breakups, problems at work, problems at school. Now trust me, I think I've had all those problems. And I'm pretty sure you have too. And like I said before, just always look on the positive side. Always try to stay up. I make YouTube videos because it's fun. It's one way for me to branch out, especially me going outside in public and talking to random strangers. For someone like me, if you were to see my videos, you're probably thinking, wow, this guy is pretty much a fucker. He has nothing going, and I'm not even sure why he tries. I try because it's fun doing these videos, and I actually have fun doing them. And that's pretty much it. Always try to stay occupied. Don't ever try to be in one spot. Always try to rise up. If you try to stay in one spot for too long, you're gonna be stuck there for quite a while. Always try something different. Always try something new. Don't ever be afraid to try something new. Don't ever be afraid to try something different. Because you'll never know. One day, it can make a difference in your life. In the future, it might take a while, but nothing ever happens quickly, unfortunately. Today's in society, we are looked at different. And that's totally okay. We're always judging others, and we're always being judged. Think about yourself. Don't think about others. Always stay true to yourself, and always be happy. Now, this is the part where I say, hey, if you guys want to talk to me, ask me any questions, go right ahead. If you want to send me a message or follow me on Twitter, it's somewhere in my description, either that in one of the end of the videos in the credits. My phone just went off. Or anything else like that, email me. You can find it in my about info. Just click it, send me an email, I'll reply to you. If not, just comment, like, and subscribe. That's pretty much it, guys. Just like I said, stay up, be happy, and be yourself. Don't be like other people, because it's not fun.